Tank update. So today I'm going to talk to you about the holes that are in this aquarium and how to plan them the best way when you're setting up a new tank. So you can drill these holes on your own like we did it. Obviously a bit of, need to be a bit handy with hole saws and stuff like that, which is not too hard. Like on a glass tank you can do that too. It's a bit more, dangerous, let's say, a bit more difficult, but actually it's just the tool that you use which makes the difference. What makes these holes in saltwater aquariums so important is that you need another structure in saltwater for filtering, and it's more important to have a lot of flow in a saltwater aquarium or a reef aquarium, especially when you go for aquapora or montipora and stuff, than when you look at a freshwater system, right? So freshwater is more filtration and like less flow, to be honest, and in saltwater, if you take it easy, it would be more flow, more current, and higher filtration amount to turn over, right? So that's why normally in reef keeping we need to be able to either plan the holes in the right spots or drill them on our own, right? So what we did here is we drilled the holes. What you need to look at here, it's actually, that's a really big pipe, so you normally have like 50 pipes. That's the biggest standard pipe, or 60 maybe, 60 something. That will be biggest pipe you would possibly use, but 50, 40, that's kind of the standard ones for aquariums in glass. And when you drill holes on your own, you need to be careful that you drill the hole for, or the opening for the wood underneath. So you can see that that is kind of, it's not real wood, so we call it marine board, but everywhere in the world you have something like that, which is like actually wood, but it's kind of glued all over with like an epoxy, a resin, so it's kind of very very tough against any kind of water. So you drill that opening for this one first, right? Because you need to put the bulkhead, the connector to the tank, need to be on the glass or on the acrylic glass. So you can't be one side on the wood and the other side in the glass. That's not good because they'll move, and that's not a good thing, right? So always the opening first need to be wider than the hole you drill for, putting that bulkhead through. And for example, we have used a hole saw around one. That's the one that we used for the wood, for the marine board underneath. And we drill this first, and then when that hole is done, we go with a little one. That is this size, not little too, it's 90 something. And that's just the ones that you would use for wood too, and you can drill acrylic glass with it too. If you go for something like that for glass, it will be a diamond hole saw that you would use, right? And you go slower. You will see in that video, I'll show you that we kind of also cooled it down because it can't get hot when you use it on acrylic. So you kind of spray a soap water mix into it all the time, clean it up, drill a bit. So you go very slow, it will work. No problem at all, right? But glass is a bit more dangerous, so be careful with that. A bit more careful, a bit slower, and you should be fine, right? If you're planning these things, because most of you might not do the drilling on their own, which is all good, but if you're planning them, what's very important is that you look at this kind of metal parts that you have underneath the aquarium and plan them in, right? So if you have any metal running that way, sideways, somehow being obstructing this hole, if you drill the hole on the aquarium or plan it in the wrong place, you'll have a problem here. Especially look out in your wear box. That's a very critical place. A lot of people mess it up there because they get too close to that metal, and then you can't run any pipes anymore or put that tank connector on there anymore. Okay, I will show you some pictures anyway in this video. If you have any questions, write them down here, give me a thumbs up, and we'll see you in the next one.